Hello, welcome back to Legal Saturday. Today we are going to be talking about the ageless topic, the ageless gist between Yul Edochie, May Edochie, and Yul Edochie. This news or this gist or these people are ageless when it comes to trending because each time they always find a way to trend. And what is trending about them? Their marriage. In today's topic, I'm going to be talking about serving you the originating summon, he refusing the originating summon, the judge granting temporary custody to their mansion in Lagos, and the property settlement in general. Sit down. It's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, interesting legal discussion. So, now, what is this gist? The gist is that Yul Edochie's first wife or only wife, only legally recognized wife or publicly recognized wife for the online in-laws that is saying May is the only wife, May is the only wife that we know, is the only wife of Yul Edochie, every other wife is counterfeit. You know yourself. So May Edochie is moving ahead for divorce. She wants to divorce Yul Edochie. She has done a normal petition and originating someone to be given to Yul Edochie, but he was nowhere and still nowhere to be found as of the time this was out in public. Now, there's something about this originating someone that most of you don't know. Yes, if the person that you're supposed to supply the summon, give the summon to, is nowhere to be found, there is another way that the law made applicable or available for them to serve the person. Yeah, so it's not a do or die affair. Yeah, they can send it to the last resident of the place or the place they know that once they can go to their house, paste it on their door. Yeah, so if he like doesn't be running around and not wanting to be served, he must be served. All right, so that one aside. Now talk about court granting her temporary custody of their mansion in Lagos. That comes under property settlement. There's something I want to tell you guys about property settlement. See, when marriage ends or is about to end or the trial is still in court, there are so many things that the court gives hearing to. You always hear auxiliary relief. And what are they? They are maintenance, child custody, property settlement. Those are the things that come after divorce. There's a thing that come after it. Talking about maintenance. You know, a lot of people here, you can call it maintenance, alimony, spousal support, depending. A lot of people think that maintenance is only the man that will maintain the woman. No, that is not what the law says. That is not how it is. Maintenance is judged or awarded based on your financial capability. What are you doing? Are you earning more? Do you live? Are you wealthier than your wife? Are you wealthier than a husband? A woman can pay maintenance fee to a man. A man can pay to a woman. What it just looks at is who is earning more. If it's a woman that is earning more, the woman is paying maintenance fee to the man. Why it seems like is the man that will pay, is the man that will pay in Nigeria is because most of the time it's the men that are financially capable. The men are always the one that are richer, wealthier than the women. That's why it seems it's that way in Nigeria. No, all over the world is the one that is richer that pays maintenance, spousal, depending on the one you use, alimony, depending on the time you use to qualify it with. Moving over to that, after clarifying you on this, and I know that a lot of people that are going about with this mindset of maintenance, please share this video to the other person that needs to change that mindset. Okay, before I forget, I want to talk about something very, very important and sometimes can be irritating when I see Nigerians acting in ignorance. Oga, madam, there's nothing like sign the divorce paper. Oga, please sign the divorce paper. Madam, please sign it. You will please go and sign the divorce paper. Because there's nothing I've not heard in this case, case of Yul Edochie and May Edochie in the comment section of bloggers. Okay, go and sign the divorce. What is signing the divorce paper? Please and please, in Nigeria, there's nothing like signing the divorce paper. Divorce in Nigeria is a very long process. You don't just get a paper. And the worst is that people that are teaching this wrong narration about divorce is Nollywood. Because in their movie they'll be like, this is the divorce paper, sign the divorce paper, I'm tired of this marriage. It's not like that in reality. And it's so annoying that these Nollywood people, they keep promoting things that are not the way it is in our country, that are not the way. Law aside though, law aside, even when they're acting about spiritual things like all these debate them and whatever, they will portraying them in the wrong way. And it's as if Africa is the center of wickedness or diabolicness and whatever have you. Like, they should stop this attitude of showcasing us in the wrong way. Divorce doesn't happen here in Nigeria just by signing the paper. There is no signing paper, just getting paper from anywhere coming to the person's house. No. You petition in the High Court and you now start the proceeding. So please, I want to correct that notion again. I want to correct it before I continue. There's something like sign the paper, sign the divorce paper, just like they do in Hollywood. They are misinforming you guys. You petition for divorce in your High Court and a lawyer will be involved and you will start the proceeding. Divorce can last 2 years. And the ones that are not contentious might even maybe 6 months. So please take note. Then before we move over, there is this news of the court granting Yul Edochie temporary custody of their mansion in Lagos. Now, among the auxiliary reliefs that you get or you seek for after divorce, child custody, maintenance, property settlement. Property settlement is one of the auxiliary relief that you will seek for after divorce and the court will grant you. And when marriage is over, during divorce or after divorce, when the court is giving property settlement, when the court is doing property settlement, the court looks away from who bought this, who bought that during the marriage. The court looks away from that and now focus on who deserves this, who needs this, who is this supposed to go to. So if you are the man or you're the woman, you're the one that bought the house or you're the one that bought the car, or the court doesn't actually look into that. The main concern of the court is how are we going to share this property owned by these two to be beneficial to this person and beneficial to this person. That is what they look into. Okay, so now temporary custody of the mansion doesn't exactly mean that the court has given that mansion to me. No, it means that for the meantime, during the time this petition is ongoing, that she will be in custody of it. She will be living there, which after the divorce, after finalizing the divorce, the mansion might go back to Yul Edochie, or the mansion might permanently remain with Yul Edochie and the children. So it's not a complete handover yet. For those of you shouting and being happy that the court has granted her the mansion, yes, after the divorce she might be granted permanent. After the divorce she might also be taking it from and giving to Edochie. Nobody knows. It's just for me to come out there. My own is just for me to come out there and explain things of the law to you. And again, there is something very, very, very important that I want, in fact, I will even beg you that is watching me now, to do before you enter into marriage or when you are into marriage, especially if you know you have something to lose in that marriage if the marriage should crash. Especially if you know you have something to lose. See, this thing I'm about to tell you is not a popular thing in Nigeria, but it's a thing. It exists. People don't look into it, or people don't actually want to look at the legal side of marriage properly before entering into marriage. They just want that extravagant wedding, the biggest wedding gown, biggest hall, forgetting the main thing of the marriage. The main thing is not that it's celebration. No. It's not that it's celebration. Aside from the certificate that now certified that you're a married woman, they can use and travel out, your ring, the exchange of and this thing I'm about to tell you now, what is it? Prenup. And when you talk about prenup agreement, we also have postnup agreement. Prenuptial and postnuptial agreement. What is it all about? The prenup is an agreement that you enter into with your partner, telling each other, okay, in case if divorce happens, you will take this house, I'll take this car, You take this land, I'll take this land, you take this shop, I'll take this shop. That is an agreement on how your property will be shared. In fact, this prenup and postnup will help you to have less stress when you're going through divorce. Yes, you might say, how can I go into such agreement? Does it mean I'm praying for divorce in my marriage? No. Even the people that finally divorce, they didn't pray for such. But life happens. Anything can happen. Yes, it's not that you go into marriage writing an agreement, prenup agreement with a partner. Doesn't mean you're wishing your marriage bad or you're wishing your marriage to crash someday. No, it's for security, and it's even for to lessen your stress, because this, oh God, please be going to culture that you'll be seeing where divorce is being argued like it's a long process and a stressful one, and it consumes money. But with this prenup, the divorce is over. Properties, they will read out the prenup to you guys, and property will be shared. Everybody just go their way peacefully. And it's mostly important if you are the woman and you have a lot to lose, or if you are the man and you have a lot to lose in that marriage, go for prenup. Okay, let's assume, okay, if you did not hear about the prenup before you get married, that it's too late. It's not too late. There is something we call post-nuptial agreement. That is postnup. Postnup is the agreement you and your wife enters into while in marriage. So let's assume that you did not do the one before you got married, that you did not know about the idea. Now you are knowing about the idea and you feel like you have a lot to lose. Go and have an agreement with your partner on how your property will be shared. It's called post-nuptial agreement. Post-nup agreement. Okay? And in this case of Yul Edochie and May Edochie now, you know what probably that she will petition under for. See, there are grounds for divorce here in Nigeria. The general rule, the general reason for divorce, for granting divorce, is that the marriage has broken down irretrievably. Then, in order for you to prove that the marriage has broken down irretrievably, there are grounds that you prove. Adultery being one of them. Desertion and other reasons, other grounds. But in this case now, it's obvious the ground that May Edochie is petitioning the husband. Adultery, of course. There may be other things, but the obvious one is adultery. And again, I've said it on this channel on previous issues that I've treated on Yul Edochie and May, but I'll say it now in case you have not watched that video. But I have other interesting issues, legal issues that are mapped out from this issue of this couple on our channel. So please do go watch it. I'll leave the link to some of the videos in the description box below. But before I go, I want to brief you on this issue of adultery. In Nigerian law, I won't say because you don't know. If you know, I'm not coming here to be telling you. In Nigerian law, if your first wife is statutory married, if you're married to your first wife statutory means marriage in court or marriage in the licensed place of worship. If you do that with your wife, before you marry second wife, you make sure you divorce the first one. But if you do not divorce the first one and go ahead to marry second wife, this is a crime called bigamy, and you can go in for 7 years. So the only way the law permits you to marry as many wives as you want is if you marry the first one customarily, which is also called traditional marriage. Then you can go ahead and marry as many wives as you want. That is it for today, and I hope you like all this knowledge that I just packed and gave you. And don't be stingy with this knowledge. Just share someone that you know that needs to have this knowledge. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until we come to you next time on this channel, please go over to our channel and watch other interesting videos that we made on trending gist, pointing out the legal issues associated with such gist. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.